What? Yes, everyone, good evening. My name is Stephen Howson. This is Transfer Talk for Monday, 11th of May. This is now like week 8 of being locked up in it. Gets more depressing every fucking week, doesn't it? Should we go through what I'm reading at the end? Yeah, let's go through what I'm reading at the end. Got a new book. Right then. Lautaro Martínez, you might know him, that fella over there. United apparently have revived our interest in Inter Milan's 22-year-old striker, according to Sport today. What fucking interest now? Okay. United are willing to hand Martinez a lucrative contract as they attempt to beat PSG and Barcelona to his signature. 22-year-old is in demand after scoring 19 goals in 32 games for club and country this season. Don't see it. I don't see it. Players go from United to Inter Milan, not the other way around. I just think it's such an easy fucking link to make with United that I think it's lazy on behalf of fucking any journalist who does it, to be honest. There's nobody else I've seen talking about this one. I don't think there's anything in it whatsoever. That's not to say something couldn't develop, but right now at this stage, it just feels like a lot of bollocks, doesn't it? And that's the nightmare here. There's an echo chamber when it comes to transfers and transfer news and how all these lot are going down. That fucking echo chamber at the moment is like the Large Hadron Collider, where it's just someone says something and it echoes for a week. A week of just constantly bang, 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 bang. And then someone will say something that contradicts it and it just goes bang, 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 bang. Shit's echoing for days and days and days because no one's got fuck all. None of the top journalists have got fuck all at the moment. Stuff's happening. Stuff definitely is happening. And we are going to get into that in a little bit when we talk about some of the other players that we're going to be talking about. And there's some very exciting players that we're going to be talking about. And I actually think while our face is right up against the window at the moment, we can't see the big picture. But I'm going to ask us all just back the fuck up a minute and let's look at the bigger picture that's at play here. I'm going to do that in a second. So, I'm just going to put Martinez. It's out there. I ain't buying it. Whatever you're selling, not buying. Rabiot. Could this be different? No. So Rabiot's agent has been in constant contact with United as he looks to secure a summer move away from Juventus, according to Calcio Mercato. Juve midfielder Rabiot has reportedly refused to return to the club after lockdown. Yeah, because that's the sort of attitude of a player that we want, innit? As reported, Rabiot hasn't been in contact with Juventus regarding when he will return, even though the Italian government has given Serie A clubs permission to begin training again as of Monday. In addition to United, Everton have also been linked with him, and he's considering a move to another club where he would be guaranteed a place in the starting lineup. Now, United currently have 10 midfield options. That's Pogba, Bruno, McTominay, Fred, Angel Gomez, kinda, Garner, Matic, Mata, Lingard, Andreas. He gets games at United. He does. But is he a guaranteed starter week in, week out? I'm going to say no. And is he on the Sal Niguez level of, fuck me, that's going to improve us? Not at all. At all. What are you on about? So, the fact that, do you know when I think it might have been Moise Kean. When Moise Kean was linked with a move, and it was like United and Everton. So you're like, so it's Everton then, yeah. It was the same when Richarlison was going United, Chelsea, or Watford. So he was going Watford. It's so fucking obvious at times what they're trying to do. So they're like, oh, where's he going? Everton. No one's clicking that. Put United on it. Yeah, all right. Put United in the title. Sound. Look, I do think we need to strengthen. And even though we've got 10 options, I don't expect there to be them 10 options come the start of next season, whenever the fuck that actually ends up being. And we have allowed a lot of experience to go. I just don't like the attitude of just being like, I ain't fucking coming back. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that because it's the Rona. Maybe you got a bit of a right to be like, I'm not fucking coming back at the moment, especially somewhere like Italy, Northern Italy, where it's absolutely gone off as well. So, I don't know, maybe I'm judging a bit harshly there. What do you guys think? Does he actually start and really improve the United team? Let me know, yes or no. So that's Rabiot. I mean, he's a quality player, but I don't know if he's the Sal Niguez. He's certainly not world class. He's just a good player. Jude Bellingham. Like I was saying before, man, this motherfucker is a beast. 16 years of age, playing in the Championship. You're a fucking animal, top and bottom of it. So Kevin Phillips reckons that United are going to sign Jude Bellingham after agreeing a deal for Joe Hugill. The history of United, the system that they have there, and the young kids that they've had come through, it is the best place for a lot of rising stars like Hugill. It looks like Jude Bellingham could be going there as well, from what we're hearing. Apparently, he said. A deal has looked likely ever since the Red Devils invited him to Carrington a good few months ago now, wasn't it? However, according to the shit rag, that's going to leave Gomez even further out of the reckoning for a first-team spot, although United have offered him a new contract to try and keep him at the club. Right. Yes, we have offered Gomez a new contract. He'll either sign it or he won't. And I know that's a bit of a fucking Michael Owen style of analysis, but you can't wait around for him. At the end of the day, he's a genuine world-class prospect. But at the end of the day, he also hasn't fucking played more than a dozen games in the first team, so you can't be dictated to by someone of that status. So you have to let him go if he wants to go. Contract's there. Fucking sign it. Show you want to be here, and you'll get minutes. You'll undoubtedly get minutes because you're quality. But if you don't want to be here, well, we're not going to fucking cry about it. So bigger picture time then. So Jude Bellingham, Hugill, the lad from Spain I can't remember the name of, add this to Maybury. United are really starting to go quite serious. And we discussed this on a podcast the other day. I think you can go and spend a lot of cash on 15 and 16-year-olds. And you can make 6 or 7 mistakes. The transfer market is far more forgiving at this level. I mean, Bellingham might cost us in excess of 10 million. Compared to the first, I mean, he's already playing first-team football on a regular basis, though. But even the Maybury deal, I think it costs us 8 if he wins everything. Jesus Christ. How many of them deals do you want to sign up? Sit there and tell him you'll give him 50. If he'd have said to us, let's just flip it and say, right, okay, let's say there's a new Cristiano Ronaldo, and you go, I think that guy's as good as Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's going to score 600-700 first-team goals. You go, fuck me, that's some talent, that, isn't it? Okay, so we go to Sporting Lisbon, and we say, do you know what? We're going to take him off your hands for about 5 mil now. That all right? But if he turns into Cristiano Ronaldo, Ballon d'Or winner, 100 goals for the club, 200 goals for the club, 300, becomes a record goal scorer at the club, I'll give you 50 mil. Vegas rules, innit? Rack 'em up, let's play. You could go to every fucking club in the country. York City, that kid looks alright. The fucking blonde-haired one. Yeah. There's 500 grand for him. If he becomes Cristiano Ronaldo, we'll give you 50 million. You will fucking sign that check with a smile on your face. If you have if you pluck a player from under 16 somewhere and he ends up like Messi or Ronaldo, and then you have to go back to that club that you got him from and give him 50 million, you'll fucking happily give him that money. Happily. Because those are rare beasts and they're worth, I mean, in today's market, fucking hell. What would an 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo go on to be? What would a 21-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo go on to be? Do you know that 2006, 2007 one where you're like, this kid's a bit fucking special, you know? You'd pay 50 mil for that, wouldn't you? You'd happily pay 50 mil for that. So what I can see United doing is, okay, we're not going necessarily finding Cristiano Ronaldo's, even though I believe that literally is part of the remit. Try and find another one of these fuckers. What they're doing is getting people on extremely good prices, which means that you can gamble. You can only bring in 2 or 3 first team players at 30, 40 million pound, but you can bring in 5 or 6 youngsters. Only one of them has to make it to the first team. Probably only one of them every 3 years for it to be a worthwhile investment. And if you sell one of them for 30, 40 million, you've just funded that little fucking Cristiano Ronaldo Messiah project for the next 4 or 5 years. That you could literally run your academy on that. So I think United are doing a smart thing. We've done this for a long time. Leo Connor was part of that. Chong was part of that. Fosu Mensah was part of that. That's a thing that United have done, and done pretty well for the last few years. Okay, all of them players aren't playing first team football at Manchester United, but our record's better than most. A lot fucking better than most. So, crack on. Keep doing it. I don't think he's worth 30 million, but he's a fucking beast for playing championship football at 16 years of age. Right, let's talk about Ighalo. So Shanghai Shenhua expect Ighalo to return after his loan spell at United in time to start their new season, which is scheduled to begin in July. Do we believe that? I don't know what to fucking believe in a moment. United are keen to extend Ighalo's loan to cover the end of the Premier League season, which obviously the date could be pull it out your arse and guess. Newcastle apparently are going to make a move if he doesn't join United. Are they? Are they really? Or are they the new team to throw in because they've got fucking loaded owners? As it stands, Shenhua will only allow Ighalo to remain at Old Trafford if it's on a permanent deal, and they value him at 20 million. Gary Neville on Instagram Live was saying, is Ighalo worth 20 million? Probably not in this market. It may have been if he continued scoring goals, but you probably now don't need to spend 20 million. I disagree with Gary. I think he is worth 20 million. And I think he solves a lot of issues in the squad. He's been almost flawless for the club since he came. His attitude looks like it's infectious. Everybody fucking likes the guy. If it's not 20 million on him, it's 40 million on someone who might not have the same sort of impact. So I say 20 million. It's not even like you've got like... It isn't like a right-back situation where you go, we've got Ethan Laird. Could we try Ethan Laird? We don't have a striker version of Ethan Laird that's worth trying. Let's just sign the fucker. Agree with me? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Bellingham's at Birmingham, not Cardiff. Does it say Cardiff on the graphic? Oh, Cameron. Yeah, he is at Birmingham. I don't know why it says Cardiff. 20 million is nothing. Guy's a mid-table player. So what? So what if he's a mid-table player? Fucking Robertson got relegated. Maguire got relegated. Same fucking team. $20 million is a bargain in this transfer market, says Ross. Do we still have injured players? Yeah. Fosu Mensah's not proved his fitness since coming back. He was training on his own prior to the lockdown. Rashford, I think, is probably a couple of weeks away. I know he's been out doing running on the road. So I think he's pretty ready for it. Love the hat, says Daniel. You can get the hat by going to stretfordpaddockfc.com and clicking on Club Shop. Or it's in one of the... I think the link is in the video of any of the videos on Stretford Paddock. There's also a black on black one, which I've ordered, but mine's not here yet. Which I can't wait to see. Yeah, we still have several injured players, yeah. Very, very keen to see how all of them lot come back. For 20 million, a 5-year contract, loaning back to Birmingham, sees development, worst case scenario, he ain't top quality, still selling for a profit. Talking about Bellingham, yep. 18-year-old Rooney is 250 million today. You're not fucking wrong. Wasn't it a record fee paid for a teenager at the time? I think it was 24 million, rising to 30 if he won everything. And guess what? He fucking won everything. So it was 30 million. I wanted Rabiot when he was free. Don't want him now. I think that's probably fair. The lad comes on himself every time he puts the shirt on, and that alone is worth 20 million. That fucking quote is worth 20 million. 20 million for somebody who will comfortably get between 10 and 15 goals next season off the bench. Fucking bargain, says Callum. Agreed. Any news on Partey or Sancho? I ain't got any news on any of them at the moment. No update on Sancho. The news on Sancho is, if United pay a fee, Sancho's a United player. That's it. Will United pay the fee, though? That's all. Yo, I said on this programme several times, United have well got it in them to fuck that transfer up. That's what happened last summer. I don't know where it came about, where it was, oh, he only wants to come for Champions League football. On my life, that wasn't true. He would have come to United last summer. United didn't want to pay the fee. 20 million for a bench player who can change the game. I think we must leave him. Is that a joke? Dan says, I dislike Rabiot's attitude at PSG, now Juventus. Good player, bad attitude. Ighalo worth 20 million all day. If we have players, we have a lot of players to get rid of. We do have a lot of players to get rid of. And I think we'll probably get rid of quite a few of those. Imagine a full pre-season behind Ighalo. His hold-up play is excellent, and he can hit the target when needed. Oh, yeah. What's going to be interesting, I was chatting to someone, one of the coaches the other day, and I was saying, how are the players going to come out of this? His worry was the fact that they can't do a lot of contact work with the players. Talking like physical therapy type stuff. Building up into pre-season. You have to treat this like a pre-season or some sort of a mini pre-season which they're going to go under. Let's say they get allowed back this week or next week. The players are going to undergo some sort of a mini pre-season. During that mini pre-season, normally there would be a lot of literal hands-on massages and manipulation of players to make sure joints are aligning and you know, players that are hitting the right level of flexibility and stuff like that. That's how you help prevent injuries. If the coaching staff and the physios and all that lot aren't allowed to do that, they are worried that we're going to see an absolute fucking gluttony of muscle injuries. And even though the players have been doing exercise at home, doesn't really prepare you for the sort of exercise you do playing football. Only really football can prepare you for football. You know, for the sort of demands that your body's going to be under, turning under pressure, being tackled while running at full speed. I don't care how good your gym is at home, you're not being prepared for that, are you? Only, you know, there's that match sharpness. We might see like some of the worst quality Premier League games ever as we come out of this. And I'm certain they're going to do it. I'm certain they're going to push through and make it a thing. Can't trust the rumours about Newcastle. Everyone will be linked. Sale not finalised yet. Yeah. Don't understand why footballers don't do stem cells. I actually spoke to a footballer about stem cells and he didn't have a fucking clue what I was on about. And I know he looked into it, but I think they have to speak to the club. It's fucked up in it because at the end of the day they're a club asset, so they have to get permission from the club doctor to do anything. But you would think club doctors really would look into it because it seems like miracle shit, doesn't it? No one can practice skills as much either, not to the same intensity at all. I was having a discussion the other day with somebody talking about the level of skill that you see at different levels and the fact that in the Premier League, you don't see a lot of like tricks and skills that you would see in five-a-side and stuff like that. It's literally because how fucking little time they get on the ball in the Premier League that they have to do the simple stuff. The ability to be able to go and do that next level shit. Someone who can do that at Premier League level is a fucking special talent. We need squad players, and Ighalo is perfect fit. Remember Forlan, Falcao didn't work out. Brandon is slide tackling his dog. Brandon's a fucking lunatic. I mean, I literally text him saying you're a fucking lunatic as well, and no, he's a fucking lunatic at the end of the day. Rashford loves a flip flap. I think you're going to see even more of that from Rashford once he gets back fit. He's not had a break in 4 years. Can't wait to see how he fucking was. What, 5 years really? Can't wait to see how he comes back. Right, but I'm going to leave it there. Cheers for tuning in. We are supported by the good folks on Patreon. If you would like to keep supporting the channel, there's extra content. We're doing watch-alongs of classic games. There's a weekly podcast, and there's a Facebook group and a Discord with all sorts of shit going on. If you like that sort of stuff, you want to keep the channel going, check out the link in the description. We've also got the merch is back online as well. So it's taking a little bit longer than we would fucking like for it to get out to people. But if you want to get some Stretford Paddock merch, there's mugs, there's hats, there's the playing shirt, the away shirt is coming out soon. We will see you guys in the next one. If you want to go and check all that out, give it a quick Google, and we will see you in the next one. Laters.